So let's talk Liverpool next and what they need to do in this transfer window. They've already signed Ibrahima Konate from RB Leipzig to play centre-half. That is, I think, much better cover than what they had last season. But of course, Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez, many say, would be like new signings coming back to fitness for this season. But there was something still missing from their squad last year. Where do you think they need to add, Danny?
I would say now centre-forward. Harry Kane would fit them perfectly. The way that he plays in that sort of slightly deeper role, nine and a half position, if you like, the way that he drops in from time to time. When if you had Mane going down one side, Mo Salah going down the other, Kane in the middle, the chances they would create for him, chances he would create for them, and himself would be perfect. He's not going there, I don't think, but it would be the perfect fit. But the way that they play, I think a centre forward that's going to get you 20 plus goals a season. And they are back up there immediately.
Of course, Liverpool fans would say that Roberto Firmino is the reason that Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah have been so good in recent years.
Okay, fine. But Harry Kane would not be an upgrade on that.
No. Listen, this is away from the conversation around Harry Kane. I'm just talking about the type of player that they can bring in because of the link-up play, of course, that Firmino does. A lot of Liverpool fans would say that's the reason he doesn't score as many because he's providing. And all I'm saying is who realistically do you bring in who has that style?
Well, that's something, that's their scouting network is going to find that gem and that type of player. But what I'm saying is the way that Harry Kane plays, he's not. We know he's the number 9, but he does drop deep. He does. The amount of assists he got last season, plus the amount of goals that he scored, playing with Son's a fantastic player, but playing with two quality players either side of him. And then these, you then got Jota in the midfield, and obviously other players in and around there as well. That would be unbelievable. In terms of fit, that's the best fit, I think, for Harry Kane. Do I think he'll go there? No.
I think for me, Liverpool needs to focus on the midfield area. I mean, I'm a fan of Roberto Firmino, but I do think he needs to score more goals, definitely.
Well, Fabinho's the holder, so then you've got.
But Gini Wijnaldum's gone.
But you've got Jota.
Yeah, not to play in a central midfield role. You've got Jordan Henderson in there. You've got Naby Keita still at the club, of course. You've got Fabinho as well. You've got Thiago Alcantara, who should be one of the best midfielders in the world.
Curtis coming through as well, young player.
Curtis, yeah.
Again, maybe. Well, there you go. You've mentioned 5 quality players. James Milner's still around. That's got to fit into 3.
How would you fit
Chamberlain?
Yeah, but
the Ox is coming back as well.
What's the style that they fit those players into? Though?
I don't know, but that's why Jurgen Klopp's a fantastic manager, and I'm sat here. That's the difference.
I still think the midfield area now that Gini Wijnaldum's gone, they need someone to replace him.
Let's assume they're going to play 4-3-3 again. We've just mentioned 7 players to fit into 3 positions, all quality players. So they should be able to find a combination in there somewhere.
Let's talk about Leicester quickly then. Do you think they can make the top 4, Leicester City? Of course, they won the FA Cup, but 2 years in a row falling out of the top 4 at the business end of the season. Are they going to be better this year? They've made a few signings. Patson Daka, 22-year-old striker, prolific, but he's been playing, I think, in the Austrian Bundesliga. Boubakary Samare, 22-year-olds as well, won the league with Lille in France. They've got Ryan Bertrand from Southampton on a free transfer to come in at left-back as well. I don't know if he'll 100% start, but certainly compete for that left-back spot as well. Does that put them in a better position to be in the top 4 at the end of this season?
I think consistency will be their biggest problem. I think they're a good side, very, very good side. And I don't know what Leicester fans think. Maybe they want to get in touch. But I would say now, if you said to Leicester fans now, with all the other spending that's going on from the so-called bigger 6, if they were to finish in the top 6, I think that would be a very successful season for Leicester.
We're going to come back and talk about Leicester. There's been a red card in the game at Celtic Park. James Savundra.
1 minute to go before the end of this first half. It's Celtic 1, FC Midtjylland 0, and Celtic ahead through that Abada goal just a few minutes ago. But they are now down to 10 men, and Abada has been taken off because Nir Bitton, the Celtic centre-back, has been sent off for a second yellow card. It was absolutely farcical. He picked up a first yellow early in the first half, and then a few minutes ago he made a challenge inside the Celtic area. He wasn't happy with maybe a bit of play acting from the FC Midtjylland winger. He then pointed in his face and poked him in the face, and the referee had no hesitation whatsoever in giving him a second yellow card and sending the Celtic man off. So Celtic, after being really impressive for the last 15 minutes or so, are now going to have to resort to plan B because they're down to 10 men. There's a minute or so left to play in this first half. It's Celtic 1, FC Midtjylland 0.
Up next, we'll continue the conversation about Leicester. We'll ask Everton fans, are you a little bit underwhelmed with your new name? Stay with us on talkSPORT.
Kick off with Hugh Wozencroft, Tuesday to Thursday night, 7 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.